Hey, and welcome, Miss Kira Speaks. Before we get to why you clicked on the video, please do your girl a huge favor. Stick around till the end of the video. Help me get that retention chime up. Hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and turn on those notifications because between me and YouTube, child, you just never know. Now, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie. I got a chance to check this one out in the theaters, so we're here and let's talk. Your girl is trying to get into doing more movies so I can give you guys with more content, so I figured we would start here. I'm gonna let you know right now off the bat that this one is full of spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see it, hit the pause button, save the video, and come back and check it out when you're done. Don't want to spoil it for anyone. Those of you that are here, you have been warned. So Barbie is a Warner Brothers film. It's directed by Greta Gerwig, who you may know from Little Women. As the movie opens, we see little girls, and it's back in the day, so all they had to play with is baby dolls. And baby dolls do what? Only aspiration they give you is to be a mother. This is what they're telling us. Now, as a mother, nothing wrong with being a mom, but enter Barbie. Larger than life. We get the OG Barbie in that swimsuit with the stripes, and the little girls, they're liberated now, so they're smashing the baby dolls. And then they kind of show us on the screen that there are all different types of Barbies, which we know. We got Dr. Barbie, we got Astronaut Barbie, and so many more. And Barbie was here to solve all the problems of the world, the inspiration of a generation, child. Is giving very B, who run the world, girls type inspiration. So we take a visit to Barbie land where the women rule. Our main Barbie is a stereotypical Barbie, and she's played by Margot Robbie. And then we see that Barbies are running things, okay? The women are in charge. We got President Barbie, played by Issa Rae. If I can remember, I'll put some pictures on the screen, but if not, charge it to my head and not my heart. When I saw Issa Rae, and then I saw they had a doll version of Issa Rae, I was like, you know how I do. Come on, Black excellence. Like I said, she is the president. All her cabinet is women. We got Judge Barbie, Lawyer Barbie, Physicist Barbie, Diplomat Barbie. And Ken, he is merely a sidekick. There, he's looking for the adoration of Barbie, okay? His day is not complete unless Barbie looks his way. Our main Ken in the movie is played by Ryan Gosling, and he is Beach Ken, okay? The movie is full of, it's all, like I said, hi Barbie, all Barbies and Kens. We got one Alan doll. I didn't really know about Alan. Alan was before my time. But one Alan doll and just a bevy of Barbie and Kens. And Barbie Land is as you could imagine. Pink, 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 and more pink, okay? Complete with that awesome Barbie dream house. And speaking of Barbie dream house, complete sidebar. Have you guys seen, there's a show on Max, it's called Barbie Dream House Challenge. Barbie Dream House Challenge, girl, slow down, stop speeding your words. When I saw the advertisement for that, I was like, I might just check that out. It looks super duper cute. Not that I'm, redecorating and have a Barbie dream house, but I thought that was really, really cool. So, like I said, Barbie Land, super duper pink, Barbie dream house, Barbie cars. And also I want to point out that Barbie Land was very diverse. We had Barbies of all shapes and sizes and colors. We got some of the discontinued Barbies like Midge, child. So it's nighttime and the Barbies and Kens get together and they're having a party. Barbie, she's in like this sequence jumpsuit, get up, too cute, and they're hitting their little dances. They're like doing line dances, all of these choreographed things. And then Barbie's like, you ever think about dying? Scratch the record. Barbie say what? So she tries to clean it up, but the next day when she wakes up, child, the milk's gone bad. Barbie's milk has gone bad. Her shower is cold. Another thing I wanted to point out about this movie is how they made everything so true to how you know, we used to play with Barbies when we were growing up. When Barbie picks up that cup to drink, is no liquid, because there was no liquid when you was giving Barbie the drinks. So they hit that to the needle on the head. Hit that like a needle on the head. So like I said, the milk's gone bad, Boo Boo shower is cold, and when she's floating down from the dream house, because you know Barbie never took the stairs or went out the door, she just floated down. Now on this particular day, she crashed, hits the ground. So she goes over to the beach with the girls, and you know the fellas are there too, and she takes her feet off, and like I said, every detail. Barbie's got that perfect little, you know, with the arch, and her foot falls. I mean, flat-footed Barbie. Child, these Barbie. See, look, bra straps is trying to make an appearance. Okay. So I can't remember if it's at this point that she also discovered some cellulite, but she's just starting to question everything. Her perfect Barbie world is falling apart, and she's talking to the girls, and they're like, you know what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to go over and visit Weird Barbie. Weird Barbie is played by Kate McKinnon. Now, for those of you that don't know, Weird Barbie is that doll where, you know, you cut her hair. Some of y'all crazy girls drawing her face. The Barbie's been through everything. She's been overplayed. She's like, you know, sometimes she hits the splits because, you know, the joints ain't jointing. And that is who Barbie has to go see. Now, sidebar. Little fact about your girls. Growing up, I had black Barbie dolls, and I had lots of black Barbie dolls, but I had like 2 non-black Barbie dolls, if you get my drift. And one of those was my Weird Barbie doll. She did get a haircut. I ain't so much for drawing on the faces, but you know, that's just a little fun fact. So Weird Barbie starts to explain to our stereotypical Barbie that sometimes the kid that's playing with you in the real world, like their world and Barbie's world, connect, and then this is where you get all these negative thoughts, you know, about death and cellulite. These sorts of things are not supposed to trickle on over to Barbie land, where it is perfection. Okay, so now she has to go into the real world, find the girl, and correct it. They're kind of giving us a little Matrix reference. It's like red pill, blue pill. She's got the little pump, or the Birkenstock. Child, I love a Birkenstock. But anyway, so Barbie don't want to know. She don't want to be woke. She won't be sleep Barbie, but she be like, yeah, I was giving you a choice. You don't really have a choice. So now she's got to go in a bevy of different vehicles. We see a Barbie car, you know, Barbie got skates, Barbie's, was she on a spaceship, a boat? I mean, every Barbie vehicle that we had, this was to be her transportation, her journey to the real world. But let us not fail to mention that Ken has stowed away because, you know, he lives and loves for Barbie, so he wanted to go. So, you know, Ken is there. When they roll up to the real world, baby, I think they're in California. They are on their skates in this cute little outfit, and life is not what it seems, child. They are hitting on Barbie. Ken is like, oh my God. So we see a bunch of different scenes. So Weird Barbie told her that she would know when she found the girls. So now Barbie's got to go figure it out. So now while Barbie has big girl things to do, Ken goes off to be Ken. And Ken discovers a world very unlike Barbie land. Okay, he sees, you know, men lifting weights, doing bro stuff, and Ken is like, whoo, like this is for me. Ken, unfortunately, learns about patriarchy. So I can't remember what happened, but he hightails it back to Barbie land to take his findings. So Barbie finds her person at school, and she rolls up. I think she's got like a Western Barbie costume on. Did I mention that earlier? I meant to mention that in the beginning when we were talking about how pink Barbie world was and the dream house and everything. The set design on this movie is just absolutely awesome. The set design, the costumes, top tier, okay? So she finds, like I said, her girl at the school, and she's in the lunchroom, and she's like, hi, I'm Barbie. Yo, it's not totally weird that a life-size, you know, real Barbie just shows up to your school. And the girl, she's like a teenager and she's with her friends and she's like, we hate Barbie. We haven't played with a Barbie since we were 5. And it's in this moment that Barbie has to realize Barbie land and the real world, 2 different things. The vision for Barbie and what Barbie was supposed to be is absolutely what she is not here in the real world. Now, from what I am told, is the girl and 3 of her friends, and what they are actually supposed to represent is the Bratz dolls, even on down to the names. So meanwhile, over at Mattel, they have got wind that Barbie is in the real world. This has happened before. It's catastrophic. They got to figure it all out. Now, the girl that we met over at the school, her name was Sasha. She is just, you know, she was that insufferable teenager that we met. Her mom, Gloria, works for Mattel and she's a secretary. So she's ear hustling to hear what's going on in the boardroom as the guy runs up to tell Will Ferrell, who I can't remember what his name was in the Barbie movie, but he is the CEO of Mattel. So like I said, Gloria, she's ear hustling on in the door. So she hears what the plan is for Barbie. Barbie shows up and she's like, hey, now they want to put Barbie back in the box, and I'm not so sure what the reference was for that. I mean, maybe it was kind of like putting you metaphorically, wrong word, metaphorically in a box, putting baby in the corner. So now when Barbie shows up, she wants to talk to who all is in charge, and it's Will Ferrell. I mean, you got the CEO, the CFO, the COO, all male board. Barbie is confused, bamboozled, and feeling led astray. So first they talk to her and like, you know, we gonna get back in this box and it's all gonna be good. So now as Barbie's getting in the box, something doesn't feel right. So she makes a run for it. Gloria tries to, you know, I think she's trying to, you know, help her go down these stairs and blah, 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 blah. And what we find out, I can't remember if it was at this exact moment or earlier, when Weird Barbie told stereotypical Barbie that she'd know, Barbie was sitting on a bench like a park and she was getting all these visions and all these memories. Now it turns out it wasn't Sasha's memories, it was her mom who works for Mattel, Gloria. It was her memories. So I mean, she was the one drawing thoughts of deaf Barbie and, you know, cellulite or real body Barbie. So as Barbie is trying to hide because she has decided she's not getting back in the box, she runs into Rhea Perlman and she's in this room and they sit and have a conversation, and then she kind of tells her like, you can go out this way. So she gets out, she hops in the car. Gloria and her daughter Sasha save her, and she's telling them how wonderful and dope Barbie world is. So now, you know, they got to go through all the different, like I said, vehicles and everything to get back to Barbie land. But when they get back to Barbie land, it's now Kendom. Ken has brought the doggone patriarchy back to Barbie land, child. He's in this fur, or, you know, faux fur, because I'm sure, you know, Mattel is, you know, conscious of those things. Costume looking like, I can't remember if you've seen the movie and you know who for sure. Get down in the comments and let me know. He kind of just remind me of somebody from a boy band. But like I said, Barbie land is run amok. It's Kendom. He's calling the Barbie dream house something dojo house de casa. It was just very like, yikes. But strangely enough, the women there have gotten on board, because as women, we know we are tired. They're tired of leading, so they're kind of just like, okay, we're taking a back seat and letting the Kens rule. Now we get a special appearance by, well, we saw her earlier, Dua Lipa. She was a mermaid, but we get a special appearance by John Cena, who's also playing a male mermaid. And I was just like, child, okay. So they're like, dang, we gotta go to Weird Barbie for help. They get to Weird Barbie. Weird Barbie and the discontinued Barbies are not affected by the brainwashing of the men and the patriarchy. They're trying to figure everything out, and as it turns out, Gloria gives us this amazing monologue speech. At that point in the movie theater, that's when your girl, little thug tear came to the eye, because it was just really, really deep and insightful, and it just talked about all the different roles and the duality of being a woman. You're expected to be this and not that. You know, you got to be hoary, but you got to be soft. You got to, you know, make for money. You can't ask for money. It's a very poignant speech, and I would love to read the whole thing here, but y'all probably would fast forward like, girl, we're not listening to all that. So if you are interested in the full speech, again, because I'm assuming you saw the movie, if you go on over to my Facebook page, Kira Speaks, I posted it there. It was just a really heartfelt speech, and it snaps. I can't remember if it was physicist Barbie or child Nobel Peace Prize Barbie. It was just so many magnificent Barbies, but one of the Barbies that's there, it snaps her out of it. And she's like, oh, I remember being a scientist or whatever she was, and she wants to, you know, go back to being this independent woman. So the ladies hatch a plan. The woke, we don't call it the woke Barbie. I know we hate to use that word, but the woke Barbies, they come and they have the Kens mansplain things for them, and they switch with the, you know, the unwoke or the disillusioned Barbie. They get her over to the side, and Gloria, you know, hits them with this speech. I said, poor Gloria, having to say this speech over and over again. And eventually we get all the Barbies are snapped out of it, but that's not enough. So they're at the beach at like a bonfire. Kens are singing, and now at this point we got to turn the Kens against each other so we can take back over the government, because the Kens were planning to make this a permanent change. So they do just that. It is a huge, unnecessary but funny fight scene with the Kens. They're even having like a dance off. It kind of reminds you of, I think it's Grease. And Mattel shows up, and honestly, I don't really understand the purpose of the Mattel part of it, but the Mattel guys show up. I can't even tell you why they came there. If you can give me an explanation as to why they came there, because Barbie and Ken were already back, which they didn't even really care nothing about Ken, but Barbie was already back in Barbie land. So were they coming for Gloria and Sasha? Because they didn't need their help. But I digress. So while the men are fighting, the Barbies head on over to the courthouse or whatever, and they overturn it and they get things back to usual, because like I said, the men were about to vote this permanently in, like this patriarchy, we are loving it. But then Barbie, she has a change of heart, and she decides that, you know, their way is not the right way either. And I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier when I was talking about Ken, and Ken basically lived for the sole purpose of, you know, adoring and loving Barbie, that it was quite the role reversal we got, and we saw it represented when we went to the real world, where it was, you know, heavy on the patriarchy. I think the guy said like, no, we still have patriarchy here, we just hide it a little better. But it was heavy on the patriarchy, and Barbie was, you know, Barbie land was quite the contrast to that. These bra straps are killing me, y'all. It is what it is. So, you know, the Kens, they want more. They want to be represented. Do they give them dream houses or kendoms of their own? No, they give them smaller roles in the government, like almost little small insignificant roles. Like, you're not about to be a judge, you're not about to be anything that's that high ranking, but we're going to give you this to appease you. I mean, ladies, does that sound familiar? So now all the Barbies and the Kens are happy, and Gloria and Sasha somehow in the time frame of the movie have magically formed a better bond as mother and daughter. And you know, Sasha, the daughter, the insufferable teenager, is, you know, inspiring her mom, like you're awesome, your drawings are awesome, like maybe, you know, you should do more with that. Like I said, all is right with the world, but stereotypical Barbie, she just ain't right. She is questioning her happily ever after. She has already broke it to Ken that, boo, it ain't you. So enter Rhea Perlman. Now, Rhea Perlman's, that's the actress's name. The character that she is playing, we find out when she pops back up, is Ruth Handler, and apparently she's a ghost that's on the 17th floor. So I guess only stereotypical Barbie can see her. Now, Ruth Handler, for those of you that don't know, quick history lesson, she's the co-founder of Mattel, and she kind of helped to create Barbie, if you will. Barbie is, I don't want to say, we'll say designed after her daughter Barbara. Like I said, if you didn't know, now you know. But somehow in this moment, Barbie decides that she wants more. I want to be a real boy. She wants to be a real person. She wants to go into the imperfect human world. and everything that goes along with it, age, death, cellulite, the whole shebang. So basically, when the movie ends, she does just that. We see her show up getting out of, I think, Gloria's SUV with her husband, who was like also insignificant in the movie, and her daughter Sasha. And, you know, stereotypical Barbie has got on her Birkenstocks. Okay, like I said, your girl loves Birkenstocks. And she walks into this building. Child, pardon the fidgeting, this bra straps are aggravating my nerves, so hope they're not aggravating yours. She works into this building. We don't know what it is at first, and she's there, I guess it's like an office building. She's there to see the gynecologist, and it kind of goes off, and I'm like, I mean, it was a little bit funny, but at the same time, we could have done something a little something different with the ending, in my opinion. So, opinion time. For me, I enjoyed the Barbie movie. Those credits start rolling and they show this one Barbie in particular. She's a black woman, and it's kind of like a day to night. It's like she's got a business suit, and it also came with a dress, and I was like, I have that Barbie. So the nostalgia was everything for me. Now, I know some of the men didn't like it, and they were calling it, you know, a feminist agenda and all these things, to which I kind of say tough noogies. Now, you know, Mattel was not about to let you do too much to besmirch their name, and they were trying to kind of clean things up. So, I mean, if you think of it from that perspective, then maybe you can enjoy the movie a little bit more. Now, should you take your kids to see this one? I mean, as always, that's entirely up to you. A real young kid is probably going to need a tablet because it's a little longer than it needs to be. They could have trimmed the fat a little bit there. But also, they may like seeing Barbie on the screen and stuff like that, but some of the other stuff they probably are not going to care for. Like a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, maybe not, because there's going to be a lot of jokes that go over their head, which is fine. But, you know, in case you have a very intuitive kids, there, you know, there's a little cursing, there's some inappropriate jokes. We're talking about genitalia and just some things that you might not want to discuss with your kids. I mean, if you want to explain the patriarchy, you know, you could do that too. But, you know, as a parent, that's up to you. The movie did end with the Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice version of Barbie as we rocked out. And I say for nostalgia's sake, from the set design to the costumes, I was here for it. I thought it was well thought out. There were a couple of touching scenes. Like there was one scene that I didn't bring up when Barbie was sitting on that park bench trying to figure out who the girl was. There was an older lady sitting next to her, and that's one thing you don't see in Barbie land. You don't age. Barbie's one age. And she looks over at her and she's like, "You're beautiful." And the older lady's like, "I know, you know, older women, sassy." So, you know, that was very touching to me. I personally would recommend seeing the movie. Now, if you don't want to get to the movie theater to see this one for whatever the reason, that's fine too. But if I was you, I would check it out when it comes to streaming. Is there anything else I would like to say before I head on out of here? You see, I had put my pink, even though these bra straps is bra strapping, I put my pink lipstick on for you guys, and I had my little cute outfit to go see Barbie, which is really funny. This is another sidebar. When I was growing up, my mom was like the pink and the reds. Oh, I hope I didn't mess the sound up with the mic. My mom was like a pinks and a reds girl, and I absolutely hated it. The closest thing that I like was purple. I was like purples, blues. Anyway, child, but now that I've gotten into, you know, my older age and my feminine spirit a little bit more, your girl is liking the pink. Anywho, I am trying to do, like I said, more movies, reviews, recaps, chats to come. So stay tuned, keep your notifications on, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.